Last time, enter the Silver Seed, rather dramatically. Back when the Avatar was given the Amulet of Balance by Karnax, the Avatar was told to use it near a Serpent Gate. And what happened was quite the spectacle, like it was an earth-shattering, uncomfortable event, as one commenter put it. After the transition, the Avatar and his companions arrived to Ophidian architecture, except these weren't ruins as Yolo said, they were new. The Avatar and his party has traveled back to the past. And what involved in the last part was, well, talking. A whole lot of talking. There were 4 people here in this keep. Istanar, the conscious automaton, Surok the healer, Alyssa, mage of the 1st rank I believe, and Sandar, the sub-commander. Currently, the Avatar found out he's inside Serpent's Keep, also known as Death Watch by the soldiers here. The Order side of the Ophidians are at war with the Chaos side. Apparently the Chaos soldiers murder the Great Balance Hierophant, and Istanar here was told upon a prophecy was going to arrive and heal balance in some way. However, Istanar was rather unimpressed with the hero of virtue, or in this case the champion of balance. Istanar had this impression that the Avatar would know all about the Ophidians and all sorts of things, and was rather surprised that we were rather ignorant regarding our role in this whole prophecy situation. Istanar is no ordinary automaton. He is much like Petra back in Moonshade. A living soul is inside this mechanical soldier, and he has a zealot-like view when it comes to being a follower of Order, which makes sense. The biggest thing in the last part, though, was the key ring that Istanar gave the Avatar. No longer do we have to carry a whole bunch of keys in one bag, so this saves up on a lot of space, which is very, very welcome. This also means we can use the K hotkey to quickly lock and relock doors. For some reason, Serpentile does not allow you to do this before getting the keyring. But to keep this recap short, the Avatar was told there are 4 areas here, or there are 4 areas here around Serpent's Keep. The Abandoned Outpost, the Maze, the Fiend's Lair, and the Lich's Lair. The Avatar and his companions definitely have a lot of work to do here in Silver Seed. Mission: find 4 magical orbs and bring them back to the keep, and also find Artemis for Surok in the Abandoned Outpost if we happen to come across his body. We did a bit of training with Alyssa, namely magical and intelligence training with a bit of gold. We brought her along, and then the part pretty much ended. Hello guys, welcome back to some more Ultima VII Part 2 Serpent Isle. Or rather, Silver Seed, which is still in Serpent Isle. We're just in the past, of course. In this part, exploration, finally. That was a lot of talking in the last part, wasn't it? Only 4 NPCs, but they had a lot to say. A lot of important things to say. There are 4 areas we have to go explore in this little area here. We have the Abandoned Outpost, the Maze, the Fiend's Lair, and the Lich's Lair. Those last 2 areas sound very dangerous, don't they? Let's open this up. There's only one way out of here. There's some stuff here, stocks. Almost said scaffoldings for some reason. Well, this is a time of war, so it has stuff like that, including that torture chamber in the bottom there. Now, if only they had someone, like the Monitorian Guard, to close this gate when we leave. It's a little bit of an oversight. Like if I were a developer, I'll put someone here to close this gate, but who knows? Maybe we'll come back and the gate will be closed. So this add-on is very, very dark. YOLO! I know, you don't need to tell me. I see it's dark. I have eyes. I wasn't too sure because you're very old, YOLO. Oh, shut up. Okay. But yeah, this add-on is just as good as Forge of Virtue. Or just nearly as good, or better. It depends on your perspective. The dungeon design is actually pretty good. Better than Black Gate, I think. And you get some really good items in this area. From each 4 areas, you gotta find 4 magical orbs. We'll also find some really, really cool stuff. This is an entrance to somewhere. We're not gonna go in there yet, though. We're gonna go up here. I know where everything is, mostly. And Boydon and my characters are being all moving around like rubber bands or something like that. This is much farther than I thought. Here we go. Hollowed out tree, which has nothing in it, but it is used for something. We'll find out later. Let's go this way. Oh, who's that? Are you just gonna stare at me or talk to me? That is a dark female monk. I will save and I will talk to her. Hey, old woman. Old, is it? Wow, she looks really constipated. Well now, sweet cakes, it's about time you showed up. I was beginning to get tired of waiting. Me name's Drusilla. Even her name sounds rather mean. Are you a witch? You aren't what I expected, but who am I to know what a pawn of prophecy looks like? Pawn of prophecy? You know, even Istanar called us that, the Avatar. Why look so surprised, sweet cakes? You can't tell me that this is the first time someone has told ye that ye are marked. Why, even those benighted idiots, the Ophidians, knew to expect ye. So it can't be such a shock to ye. It's hard to read that out when they talk like that. Benighted idiots, that's not a very nice thing to say about them. Well, now perhaps I shouldn't have been so harsh. Not in front of ye. Suffice it to say that not all those people, or just all people in this air world, are so addle as to believe that wisdom is found in the hissing of serpents, especially serpents no one can see. I follow the guide myself, and it's enough to be here to meet ye, to tell old Drusilla whose pot is cracked and whose isn't. Alright, what do you mean by guide? That sounds interesting. Full of questions, aren't ye? Well now, dearie, excuse me. Old Drusilla has more to do than to stand and talk philosophy with ye. And you should be about your business as well. Those what follow the guide, and it's capitalized the G, don't seek no converts. We've enough to do. If then you finish your own task and still want to talk, well now, perhaps there will be time for that later. And waiting. Why else would I be standing here, dearie? Isn't it exactly the hotbed of excitement, if then you know what I mean? You are likely Scottish. Reminds me of Anna from Planescape Torment. You might be say that I'm a part of your prophecy. One of your guides like. Guides. Well now, dearie, you seem to need some help, if then you don't mind my saying so. You look a little lost, if you ask me. So, here I am. I can give ye 3 hints to help ye on your way. So listen well. Okay, tell me these hints, old woman. Got your attention now, do I? Ha, thought so. What lies beyond this air gate is a magical type of maze, sweet cakes. Now you listen good to old Drusilla, for only one person can enter this air maze at a time, else all become confused and die. I tell you straight on that, it'd be easier if ye turned and went back to that there keep right now. So do you want your hints or not? Yes, please. Stubborn cuss, aren't ye? Alright, heed me well then. Thou art rude. Why is everyone so rude to me in this game? Not everyone, but you know what I mean. If and you find yourself trapped, do not despair lest madness overtake ye. Know that death is the only way any of us will ever win free of this air world. Keep careful track of your turnings. You may pass through a room more than once, and sometimes you'll have to turn back on your heels before you can find your way. Your third and final hint is that once ye have found your path, that section of the maze shall remain clear to ye forevermore. Do not be distracted from your path. And now, before I let ye go, dearie, I warn ye again, do not take anyone to that there maze with ye. No two see this place the same. Okay, bye. Mercy, this is taking far longer than I thought. You should be on your way now. Well, longer than the last part where I had to talk to 4 NPCs that gave me whole novels worth of information about this area and the Ophidians. Goodbye. Be off with thee. Well, okay, screw you then. Okay, so she said, don't bring our companions inside. Make a save. Not maze. Z. Maze. Alright. Duper. Must press on, Avatar. No, you heard the old woman. You have to stay here. I hesitate to leave thee, but if thou dost insist, I'm carrying many items, some of which may be of use to thee. Wouldst thou care to have these back? No. Just hold on to them. If thou changes thy mind, thou hast but to return and ask again. Goodbye. Next is, Old Low. And I may want to actually turn off his torch, just in case. I know it's a little dark. Do pray do not go in the maze. You heard the lady. 12 intelligence right there, my goodness. Goodbye. Shamino. Leave. No. Bye. Boydon. Hello, Boydon. I probably shouldn't have skipped his dialogue, but you know, it's just different flavors of, okay, do you want me to give you my stuff or whatever? And I say no. I say yes. Who cares? Now, don't worry about the darkness. Things are going to light up in just a few seconds. There you go. A note. We have nothing anymore. Just our ridiculous-looking tunic. It's just really, really silly. But yeah. Let's go this way. We have to go in a certain path, of course. If you are wrong, if you go down the wrong path, you'll see what happens. You start all the way back from the beginning, of course. I say of course a lot, don't I? Okay. Okay. Note the flames. We're gonna try to go through this our first time and see if we get it correct. I will likely not get it correct, because I do not remember the path to this maze. This maze was created by Issik, the architect. We were actually told several times in the last part. By many characters back at the keep. Now, I don't trust that old woman's hints. She's probably wrong. She might be trying to give us wrong information. What was that? It was a magical sound. Do we go left or do we go up? Let's try left. Huh. Pretty empty in here. Now, if you remember, Surok, or was it Sandar, maybe both, mentioned like a half-man, half-cat escaped the keep because of Surok's compassion, which had Sandar suspicious of the old man, and the half-man, half-cat being ran to the direction of the maze. I believe Sandar sent like 3 guys after it. We may run across them, who knows. Also, I think if you bring your companions in here, ignore the old lady, I think it just removes your companions, and then you'll be alone, or it sets you back to the beginning. I don't remember, but I mean, she said don't enter the maze with your companions, so that's what I did. I was not looking at a guide, by the way. I promise. That was a bit of a surprise, but the lady is right. She says once we solved one portion of the maze, it's just one portion, before we go to the next level. The whole level will be open to you. Which is nice. Do we get any experience? Got a little bit. It was 3063 last time. I believe this entire maze is pretty empty, this level, so we'll go up to the next floor. I will save. The things are a little bit different. We got a nice rug here. It's pretty cool. Only one way here. Sometimes she says we have to go back, but let's go forward. Because backwards is also a path. And so far, so good. I can't believe I lucked out on the first part. I bet the developers wanted us to go this way. Or we could be going back to where we started. If I solve this just automatically, that's going to be something. Without consulting a guide. It's always fun to try to do it on your own, but without internet back in the day, it's not too bad to solve this, though. I think I used a guide when I was younger. Because you can just mark things on a piece of paper And mark which room is the worst, you know? Oh. It's one of Sandar's men. Dressed just like him. He's got a Ophidian sword. Or just a serpent sword, rather. This way or up? Let's go up. Ooh, lots of paths here. Back there, up, right. Let's go right. Okay, that also works too. I promise I'm not using a guide, by the way. I promise. It's right next to me on my closed tablet, just in case I have to refer to it, because I don't want to spend a whole lot of time, you know, solving this on my own or anything like that. I got lucky twice. I'm just stumbling across the solution to these puzzles. This guy has a bag. I'll take that. I'll take the sword, why not? And I'll take the dagger. In the bag is some food and some water or alcohol, which is also nice. Can I carry this like that? No, I cannot. And this looks like this, by the way, but yeah. I swear to the 8 virtues that I'm not looking at a guide. We completely stumbled upon that, which is always good. I'm having some good luck tonight. I'm recording this rather late, by the way, so bear with me if I make any mistakes. Let's explore all around here. I don't think there was anything else, was there? We got some experience, and we're level 7, which is pretty cool. 4 training points. Speaking of which, we can now cast level 7 spells. Even if I did get that restoration spell, I would not be able to cast it until now, but it looks like there's nothing around this area. Sandar rather, said 3 guys came to this maze. So let's just go to the next floor. Okay, I'm definitely not going to be able to solve this on my own, accidentally, so, but we'll try. Not going back, not going back, forward. Maybe I should go back? That way, that feels like an obvious trap. It's never the closest way to the teleporter. Up. There we go, we failed. What happens if you fail? You gotta step into the flame. Yow! And you're back here. The previous level, go up. And let's try to solve this again. Alright, so the guide says this way. Down. According to a blue line, unless I'm reading it wrong. Down here. 2 rooms this way. I believe up here. Boom. That's where we got stuck, right? Sorry about my voice, because my head is turned quite far away. Boom. That goes back to that. Up. Up again. I think 2 is up. 2 up, I mean. You want to go this way. Until you find there's going to be something here. Another dead body. One of Sandar's men. He's got a bow. Which I suppose I'll take. He's also got some armor, and a shield, and a bag that I cannot carry, not like I need to. So I'll take the food out of it and put it in my bag. Can't put a bag in a bag, because it won't fit. Now I'll take the arrows and put it right here. That'll be for Shamino. These are serpent arrows, I believe. Yes, they are. I forgot to mention, serpent arrows are the best arrows you can get in Serpent Isle. It does +6 to damage, I believe, versus +4 for magical arrows. So it's good to save until a little bit later. But as far as this guy goes, you know, can't bring his body with him. There's another body here, and it's probably not a good idea to go in there. So he probably died in there. What killed him? The thing? Did not know to step into this fire? Maybe only we can solve the maze because we're the champion of balance. I think we can take his stuff, though, from here, without going inside. Got some armor, which is good. I could use some boots. Or any sort of footwear. I can also use all of this food. I will take, gimme. Yeah, don't go in there. That's probably a bit of environmental storytelling. So we'll go 3 down. 1, 2, and 3. And then this way. We should be done. There we go, la-di-da. You get some experience every time you solve a room, which is pretty cool. Speaking of which, you get a lot of experience in Silver Seed. Quite a bit once you're finished. I'm also getting some more mana. We're being drained in the last part. Alright. Well, let's try to do this on our own. Maybe I'll get lucky like the first 2 times. Oh, great. Already multiple paths. Do I go back? Do I go forward? Let's just go forward. Or right, rather. Oh, who's that? That is something. I'm gonna click on it. Him, her. Don't walk in the fire, whatever you are. Catman. Of course. Stop, monster. And I didn't see what it said. I'm Ural. Ural is no monster. Ural means no one harm. Ural wishes only to be left in peace and to go home. So you're not a monster? Ural knows not how he came to be this way. So unlike others, Ural has been told that he was an experiment long ago gone wrong. Ural does not care. Ural breathes, Ural fears, Ural loves. That makes Ural the same as others, though Ural wears fur or not. Experiment? By whom? Ural knows not who did such a thing or why. The Master of Tolerance said that Chaos did not do such a thing. He said that it was those of order. Ural does not care. You are here now and must find a way home. Excuse me. Ural only wants to live. Do not others feel the same way? Pretty much everyone, yes, you are correct. And what do you know of order? We came from the Keep of Order. Ural often saw warriors of order as Ural went about hunting. Ural learned quickly to avoid them, where they would beat Ural up if they could catch Ural. Now they have killed Ural's friends, killed the Master of Tolerance who took Ural in. Ural wishes they would all go away, or just would go away. It was better before they took over. And what of Chaos? The Master of Tolerance told Ural that his home was a place dedicated to Chaos. Ural was not sure what this meant. Ural was only happy that Ural could stay there and be useful. Ural does not understand why the others hate one another. Are they not the same? They have no fur as Ural does. Ural is confused and hungry. Where is your home? Ural's home was the Temple of Tolerance. They accepted Ural there, did not throw stones at Ural, let Ural help catch food for the others, teach Ural how to eat so as not to frighten others. Ural had friends. Ural had a safe place to sleep. Ural worked hard and had fun. I'm having a hard time pronouncing his name. It feels like it's not rolling off my tongue correctly. Ural wants to go home. Now these Chaos people don't sound all that bad. They really slew the Balanced Hierophant. Okay, Temple of Tolerance. The Temple of Tolerance was the home of those the others did not want. Ural was friends with many there. Ural does not care if they were not smart, or if they look different. Ural looks different from all others. Ural does not understand why others turn out their own children for looking different. They look enough alike to Ural. Perhaps Ural will never know. Perhaps Ural will never live to see home again. Ural is lonely and hungry. Peace. Ural wishes that. Ural remembers peace. Ural wishes to the end of his days without pain and fear. Ural wishes what others wish, to see this fighting end. And food. Food would be good. Ural is very hungry. So he keeps saying that, and we will feed him in just a few moments. Tell me about the fighting. There has been fighting for a long, long time now. Something happened when Ural was away hunting. Ural knows not what. Those of Order who captured Ural called Ural a murderer, but Ural has never harmed others. Ural has hunted to bring others food. Ural knows not why they say such things. Captured? Warriors of Order found Ural out hunting. They beat Ural and dragged Ural to the cruel place beyond these walls. They wanted to cut Ural up, so Ural ran away. Ural not dumb. Pearl? Ural? Looks like a P or a Y? I'm gonna say Pearl. Pearl hoped that if Ural took their ball, they'll be too busy looking for it to hunt for Ural. Ural must have been right. Ooh, is that the magical orb? We need that. They have not come for Ural yet, but Ural still has the ball. What does it look like? Ural knows not what is so special about it. It is pretty. It sat upon a pedestal, so it must have been important. Okay, lastly, food. Pretty sure that closes the conversation. I think that last person's name was Ural. That's a similar lettering here. Ural is so hungry. Ural has not had food in many days. Ural would be willing to trade the Ural's ball for cheese. Ural loves cheese. Dost thou have cheese thou wouldst give Ural? I believe I do. We picked up all the food earlier. There was only 3 guys that were sent here by my memory. We do have cheese. Oh, Ural is so happy. Thou art kind, kind. Well, I am the Avatar. The ball is yours, but be careful of the warriors. They are looking for it. You need not worry about the warriors, though. Unless you're talking about the ones back at the keep. Talk about these guys, well, they're dead. Okay, bye. Take care, Ural says, and we got... I don't know if we got experience for that. This has an orb. So we are 25% in to our task. We've got 3 more to go. So let's save, and I have no idea where to go. I don't want to look at a guide, so let's just try to do this on our own. I probably should have talked to Ural. And he could tell me. I didn't realize he might have more conversation dialogue options after we closed it out. He could. Okay, let's try this again. And here we are back with good old Ural. Do you have any new dialogue? Oh, Ural. Have they stopped looking for monsters yet? Can Ural go home in peace now? I guess he doesn't have any new ones, so let's just leave him be. But we gotta go up here, of course. At least at first. And we go in here. Up in here. And then back. This way. Down. Again. This way. This way. This way. Down here. Then up a little bit. Ural. Up here. And I will save. You can always just save scum this, but... oh no. If you fail, the whole point is to get punished and throw yourself in the flames and die. Basically gotta die in order to start over again. Oh. Okay. What is that? That is... Helm of Light. Probably guess what that does. We'll take it. Lights the whole screen up like it's daytime. I'm gonna take the leather armor. And that was a hidden wall there. And we are pretty much done. But I'm gonna go back to Ural and see if he has any new dialogue. That's it. So let's go back. We got a lot of experience. Almost 1,000. Alright guys. I hope you didn't have to wait too long. I finished the maze. And all your stuff is right in this tree. So I'm gonna drop all this crap and Probably speed this section up. I don't know. We'll see. That should be everything. Let's bring Shamino in. Join, most gratefully. Where's the rest of our dudes? Up here? There's Boydon. I'm gonna talk to him in a minute. I want him in the last spot, I guess. Where's everyone else? What the heck? Where'd they go? I hope they didn't go in the maze. They can't, but you know what I mean. There's YOLO. Your friend. Join me. We're proud to accompany thee. Do you know where Duper is? He's down here? Man, where'd my companions go? What the heck is going on? He better not be all the way down here. Well, he is. Maybe he's up north. What the hell? Where's Dupre? What the hell? Where is Dupre? Where are you, my friend? You don't seem to be anywhere. Man, where is this guy? Did he go in the maze? I searched all over the place, and he is nowhere to be found. What the hell is going on?
5 minutes later.
We have no time to mess around, Dupre. Where are you?
A few minutes later.
What the hell? Editing Voidbrand here to say that, yeah, it looks like Dupre is in the void. Not the ethereal void, the void. It is dark all around us. I spent quite a bit of time trying to find our alcoholic friend everywhere, all around us, left, right, up and down. I can't remember how long it took exactly. A lot of stuff that was cut out was me staying quiet and focusing, just in case Dupre was behind a wall or just out of my field of vision or something like that. A bit before this, I gave up, messed with the cheat menu, found Dupre's NPC code, teleported to him, and this is where I arrived. After this, I reloaded, started back at the Hollow Tree, and found out that you can't summon Dupre to you. I didn't want to mess with his status at all, really, and we can't teleport out of that void area. Well, we can, but it says it's dangerous, and I don't want to mess with it. His status is set to Wander, so he's just basically stuck behind a cave wall around the area. So basically, I decided to just go ahead and restart, and this is why it's a good idea to have a lot of saves, especially for an old game such as this one. Before re-entering the maze, I moved my companions quite a bit down south and dropped them from my party. This way my companions won't enter the maze when they're wandering about and such, which is probably what caused this problem in the first place. Looking through the recording, Dupre did not leave the maze by the time I was dropping Boydon, YOLO, and Shamino from the party. It actually didn't even occur to me that might have been a problem. In the end, I suppose Drusilla was correct when she said that the maze is different for each person if you want to make light of the situation. So I redid the entire maze, and by the time I came out, all my companions were right there, present and accounted for. By the time I was done, it's been over an hour and 5 minutes, so this part's probably going to be a fair bit shorter than usual. I'm guessing about 30 to 40 minutes. So excuse me if I happen to repeat myself once recording Voidbrand tunes back in. Easier to explain everything that's happened in editing clearly and concisely versus sloppily while I'm trying to record. Alright, is everyone here now? There's Dupre. He's not stuck anywhere. Let's hope no one else is stuck anywhere, because this is going to be a really annoying night of recording. Okay, Boydon first. I guess I won't put him last, because right now I'm kind of all messed up. That's Duper. That's Shamino. Shamino? Shamino. Alright, please, YOLO, be a little bit south or a little bit north. If he's disappeared, there you are. Oh my god. That was really weird. I think it could have just been a random quirk, but I think Dupre was still in the maze when I walked in there. And when it transitioned to when we had to solve the maze, when we were actually in there by ourselves, maybe that caused Dupre to pop out of the world and somewhere around here. I imagine he was like deep beyond the walls around here somewhere. Maybe the transition caused some sort of wonkiness. That was really, really, really strange. Alright, I think I will skip to here. Because we got some armor to equip to our characters, but I'm gonna turn that off. We don't need torches anymore, actually, with this Helm of Light, though there's something about this helmet that I'll mention in just a few minutes that I use it kind of situationally, which is why I'm going to keep the headgear here for me. So I like to go back and forth because it gets a little bit annoying to know what the time of day is outside of Silverseed with this helmet on, because it makes it look like daytime all the time, even if it's like 1 at night or something like that. So I kind of go back and forth on it. But it's a really good helmet. You can wear it all the time if that doesn't bother you. But I think I'm going to give plate armor to Boydon and remove this from Dupre. Why? Because Boydon, as you know, can die permanently. I like to give Boydon the max level of, defense. Oh, he doesn't have any magical boots, that's right. And Dupre is still good on defense because he's got the sword of defense and an awesome shield. And there you go. No one else needs to wear any gloves, right? Oh, no, they don't. Which means we don't really need anything else except to equip this on YOLO. And he's full up on everything, which is wonderful. Don't need that, don't need that, don't need that. So I'll put this in the tree as a little storage, but yeah, that's really gonna make my brain go all over the place. I couldn't move there for like a few minutes. Dupre was stuck in the wall. I was considering just starting all over, as in recording on a different day, but the maze doesn't take too long if you rush it. And right now, that happened around 40 minutes in, 35 minutes in. And it's just now like an hour and 3 minutes in. So I'm going to go over here. Ultima VII wonkiness. That makes me a little nervous if an NPC, an important one, that we need to talk to for plot purposes is going to be stuck somewhere. Because I'm not sure if I'm going to put it in the video, but I had to access the cheat menu, of course. Or do a post-commentary segment on it, but it said Dupre was wandering, but I walked all over the place, and he wasn't anywhere to be found. That was really, really annoying. So this part's going to be a little bit shorter than usual, I believe. I think 30 to 40 minutes. I'm sure you understand regarding the kerfuffle regarding Dupre and how much time I had to spend trying to find him, trying to see if I can salvage the situation. So the next part, the maze is done. Next is the Fiend's Lair. Why the Fiend's Lair? You will see in the next part.